Facts about real estate you want to know because you've been asking. So here's the answers. Hard money is basically a loan that you get from a private lender that allows you to buy property and other investments cash. It gives you the power of buying real estate cash, but it is actually a loan that you pay interest on, and those interest rates are usually high, starting at probably about 10%, and I've seen as high as 18%. And that's because it's a private investor. They can set the rules. It's their money. They make the rules, and you can decide if you want to borrow from them or not. But the strength is that you can then use that loan to buy properties at a good discount. And then the goal is always to refinance those properties into a more traditional low interest rate. So that gets us into what is private lending. Private lending is basically whoever wants to loan their money out. It is a good return on investment for investors to lend out hard money. Therefore, a lot of times they pull their money together and they lend it out in order to receive a good 10% or higher return on that money. Everything else is what you're normally seeing, your traditional loans, where you go through your traditional banks, credit unions, things of that sort. Well, I wish I could just tell you the magic ingredients, but fortunately that's not how it works. So there are endless ways to find deals, and the truth is you just got to put the effort into finding them. But the mindset is what's important for that. I want people to really understand there's two ways to go about doing real estate. One is just to buy very traditional real estate. You're probably paying retail for them, but what's great about real estate is it's very forgiving and it appreciates. So it may be a bad deal or an average deal in time will look like a really great deal. If you're looking for something that you walk into with equity, you're probably having to do some work in finding the deal and then having the cash and being able to move right away to pick it up before anyone else gets it. The other way is to inherit problems. The only way you're going to get a good deal from somebody who has an asset that's desirable is that they have a problem and they don't want to deal with it anymore. You then take over that problem and therefore get a good price for it because you're inheriting their current problem. Wholesaling has become very popular probably in the last 10 years or so. And that's how a lot of real estate investors start because you don't need very much, if any, cash. What you're doing is you're looking for properties, distressed typically, and you are getting them under contract from the seller, and then you're looking for another buyer, typically investor, who can come in with cash and buy that property. You're getting it under contract for this price, and you're selling it for this price. The difference is your profit. So you don't actually really have to put any money down or very little, and you're able to make a pretty good profit. But it's not as easy as a lot of people make it sound. It really is a lot of hard work, and you really have to learn the contracts, and you gotta learn how to deal with people, and you gotta talk them into selling you the property under value. And then you got to have a list of buyers ready and willing to take it off your hands so that you can make that profit. Otherwise, the seller is not going to wait forever. They're not going to sell the property to you. So you got to have everything lined up, ready to go. And then you got to put the effort into going out there and finding those deals. That is called family life. So kids running in the background. One of these days, actually hopefully soon, I'll be building a private studio to help make better quality videos. But in the meantime, you might hear some kids here and there and probably a few text messages. So hope the information was worth the watch though.